Story time about how I almost became a madam in Africa. Our heater in our house broke, hence why I'm wearing this huge thing. I am freezing. So I used to be an executive assistant for this guy in Hollywood. He had a couple burger joints and then a nightclub, and I just helped with his some personal stuff too. Like he had a young son. Naturally, I became pretty close to my boss because I was his assistant. So I would work from like 9 a.m. until like nightclub nights. I would work until 3, 4 a.m. I'd get like a tiny break, but yeah, it was like really long hours, like 16 hours a day sometimes. Most of the time it was like 12 hours a day, but still long hours for a little bit of money. I was working for him and accepting this pay rate just because I did not want to live at home anymore, and I had an apartment in Hollywood that was really expensive that I had to pay for, and so I was doing what I could, and it was paying the bills, even though it was really not a fair price considering how much work I did and how much overtime I put in. Anyway, my boss loved to date hookers, and while I was working for him, he had just met this new hooker, and well, sorry, she wasn't a hooker. I shouldn't say that. She was she came from Russia as kind of like a mail order bride, and then had a bunch of terrible experiences, and then met my boss, who honestly was not the best boyfriend either. Anyway, I'll go into other longer stories about other experiences with him, but jumping to the point, I had quit for him, and then we still remained friends. And one day he's like, hey, let's go to Vibrato. It's like this really nice kind of jazz restaurant up on like Mulholland Drive. So I was broke as hell, and I would take any opportunity to go get a free lunch, especially because I like this boss of mine. We were friends. I show up, we're catching up. He's telling me he lives on a boat in Greece now. He's like moved. His son still lives in Beverly Hills, goes to school there, but his mom takes care of him, and he's off on the Europe coast living off a boat. So eventually he tells me why he brought me there, and he's like, hey, so look, what do you think about moving to Africa, working as, he didn't sell it as a madam, but he sold it as, I'd be the manager and support system of women who need fast money to support their families. They have husbands and kids, but they come from third world countries, and they do these favors, and they're basically escort brothel type women for these men. The kicker is that he offered $4,000 a month to do this. I wouldn't do it for $1 million, let alone $4,000.